Hi everyone, my name is Ugoma Jennifer Okonkwo and I'm here to briefly discuss on the essay topic we said does globalization increases inequality or poverty in the developing country? How globalization influences our daily life is still a controversial issue. Globalization perhaps is the topic of the age. Although the term globalization implies different things to different people. For example, when using word cloud for globalization, what comes to the mind of people varies, which include migration, infrastructure, education, capital, integration, interaction, sustainability, development. People perceive it as growth. Globalization has been described as a way to change the international economic and the world politics. The economics define globalization as the free movement of goods, service, labor, and capital across border. Globalization is as a result of reduced transportation and communication costs, low trade barrier, faster communication, rising in capital flow, increased competition and migration. And this process has brought about the developed economic together and made it more strongly interrelated. According to MITA 2017, who maintains that globalization involved the incorporation of underdeveloped nations, the incorporation of underdeveloped nations in a world of economic of open competition. One of the most important economic aspects is without that the opening of economy to global competition, allowing commodity, ideas, goods, and people to travel freely between nations. The emergency of the Green Revolution, the International Monetary Fund, which is the IMF neoliberal policy of the World Bank, the structural adjustment has all contributed to the gap and the gulf which the injustice resulted. According to NICE 2004, globalization is seen by others as inequality, by the anti-globalists as inequality, while others view it as a means of equality and opening of new doors to the underprivileged nations. However, studies on globalization, however, diverse study on globalization and politics actually advocated that the rising inequality has been allied to globalization and that the poor often did not share in the benefit of trade. Trade liberalization do not benefit underprivileged nations with surplus of unskilled labor. For instance, in India and Colombia, poor people are more likely to share in the benefit of globalization economically when workers are most mobile. In Mexico, benefits result in providing underprivileged farmers or disadvantaged farmer with social safety nets like allowances. In Zambia, benefits are resulted in providing access to credit and technical knowledge. According to Harris 2001, globalization produces both winners and losers among the poor. For example, in Mexico, the large male grower profited. The revenue of the small and the medium-sized corn grower was cut half by 1990. Globalization, a tendency towards the growing of economic integration, has significant potential advantage for developing country. In conclusion, in recent years, globalization, inequality, and poverty has been strongly debated. And this concern has led to the fact that poverty and inequality has been a major problem in some developing countries. Yes, it has been a major problem, whereby they see globalization as a panacea to this challenge. Globalization should be always be seen as for all people. It should be generally for all people. Yes, it should be generally for all people. It should be seen as a response to needs and development of deprived billions of people in developing countries. Globalization should be a means where the joy and the hope of everyone, every age should be realized. And one thing again, the government is not left out. They shouldn't rely everything on globalization. The government have its works to do too. They have to provide empowerment for the poor and invest of human capital, which is important and which will lead to the modernization of economy. Thank you.